few weeks ago, nagpunta kami sa isang parang bazaar lang sa gitna ng mall. And bumili ako nitong small pastries called torta cebuana. Parang mga mamon, pero may anis sa ibabaw and medyo mas mabigat ang kanyang texture, mas dense compared to our usual mamon. My gosh, ang sarap! So, after testing kung ilang mga recipes ang aking tinest at dinevelop, I've come up with a perfect torta cebuana recipe. Kaya, i-bake natin yan today. Pero syempre, batiin muna natin ang ating mga viewers at kaibigan dyan sa Cebu. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Honestly, hindi ko na maalala kung kailan ako huling nagpunta ng Cebu dahil siguro more than 20 years ago na. I remember high school pa lang ako. High school pa ako nung huling bisita ko dyan. And hindi ko din po natikman tong torta o hindi ko na talaga maalala. But I remember there is a very popular cake shop in Cebu. It's called Leona's. And dun sa labi ng Waterfront Hotel, sa Lahug ba yun? Yun lang ang natatandaan ko. May cake shop doon called Geraldine's. Palagi akong pumupunta doon, sinasample ko yung mga cakes nila. O one day, bibisita ako sa Cebu, mag-food trip tayo dyan, kakain tayo ng favorite kong lechon and mga pastries. Pero today, ito, i-bake na muna natin to. Ang dami kong chika. So first, you need, ito lang is parang ensaymada or mamon molds. Actually, anong size ba ito? May ruler ba ako dyan? Alam ko, kinuha ko kasi yung ruler. Siguro mga 5 inches to. Dinala ko sa kwarto ko yung ruler. O may tape measure ata dito. Bakit ko naman dinala sa kwarto ko yung ruler? Kasi pinanggaganon ko sa aircon. Yung pagka bumabagsak yung vent ng aircon, hindi naman madala sa remote. Yung ruler ang pinampupush ko. Ayan, so ito. Ano bang size nito? Ayan, parang 4.5 inches. O, ayan. Actually, hindi naman kailangan eksaktong ganito. You can also use yung mas pino yung gilid, the one we use for mamon. Okay? So, I'm just going to grease this generously with butter. You can always use margarine or yung kakilala kong taga Cebu, o syempre, para maging medyo authentic tong recipe natin. Nagtanong-tanong din ako. Ang ginagamit daw ng mga lumang torta recipe ay lard. Yung tunay na lard, ha? Yung pork fat. Kasi it adds to the umami. Mas nagiging malinamnam yung pastry. Pero kasi dito, si nanay, hindi siya mahilig sa pork fat. So we're using pure butter. Ayan, you just grease it like that. Tapos, this is parchment paper. Grease-proof paper. This type of parchment, hindi po ito yung non-stick. Kasi may nabibili tayong parchment paper that we call silicone parchment. I show it to you. Ito. So this is the silicone parchment. Binigay to sa akin. May nagpadala before. The silicone parchment, if you notice the texture, mas madulas. Walang dumidikit dito. Hindi mo na kailangan pahiran ng mantika, ng shortening. This one naman is just the ordinary parchment. Mapapansin mo, pag sa malayo, matte. Pagka inanuhan mo ng something liquid o katulad nitong tubig, yung silicone, parang hindi dumidikit, nagre-resist yung tubig. Whereas dito, yung tubig medyo maa-absorb niya. Diba? So which one do I use? Gamitin mo lang yung ordinary parchment. Kasi po, kasama sa presentation ng torta na nakadikit siya dito sa parchment tapos ikaw yung magpipeel off. You can also use the mamon paper. Yung nabibiling mamon paper, pwede rin yon. So yan, i-push mo lang yan dyan. Ganun lang kasimple. One recipe will make you around a dozen, 11 pieces na torta. Ayan. So, na-ready na yung mga pans. And the oven has been preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. 400 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? Next, punta tayo sa mga ingredients natin. I'm going to show this to you one by one. First, we have salted butter at room temperature. We have white sugar. We have vegetable oil. You can use corn oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, egg yolks. Ilang piraso ba ito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 pieces of egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. If you browse the internet, sa mga cookbooks, mapapansin mo, yung torta Cebuana recipes, they use pure egg yolks, walang buong itlog. Pero nung nagre-recipe development kasi ako, I've noticed, mas maganda yung texture, may fluffiness, nung nilagyan ko ng 2 buong itlog. Okay? And then this is good vanilla extract. Good, because there are bad vanilla extracts, yung mga fake. And then what I'm going to do here, ilalagay ko siya dyan sa itlog para hindi siya mag-evaporate. Kasi if you just leave it like this here, what's going to happen, kasi may alcohol yan, mag-e-evaporate yan. Mababawasan. Hindi mo mapapansin, pero mababawasan. Let's move on to our dry ingredients. I have here all-purpose flour and cake flour. So, pinaghahalo ko yung dalawa para may stability and at the same time, may tenderness. Ay, ang sarap pakinggan, no? There's stability and tenderness. So, isi-sift ko lang yan. All-purpose and cake flour. Kung halimbawa naman, all-purpose lang ang meron ka sa bahay, nako day, huwag ka na magpaka-stress. Parehong all-purpose na gamitin mo, walang problema. This is baking powder. Pag puro all-purpose lang, mapapansin mo medyo mas, anong tawag doon? Parang mas pliable. Just sift. Isang beses lang na pag-sift, okay na yan. For this recipe. And then, ilagay mo na yung anise. This is anise seeds. Maliliit lang tong anise. May anise na mas malalaki na bibili sa palengke. Pwede din yun. Ayan, halo mo na dyan. And then, let's move on to our fats. So, I have here the butter. So, kailangan maganda kung yung butter mo at room temperature. And then, you put the sugar. Ay, may nahulog na konti. Kunin natin yan. Okay. You just beat this together until smooth. Okay. Pag nag-combine together na yan, scrape the sides. And then, you're going to put in the oil. Put in the oil. Instead of the oil, you can use lard, pork fat. May nabibili nun sa Binondo. Or, pag ano ka ng taba, yung iba talaga yung taba ng baboy, you buy from the palengke. Yung nire-render yung fat. And then, nagsusolidify yung pag lumamig. You can use that here. Low speed first. Increase the speed. And wait for it to become a little airy. Ayan, scrape natin ulit. Nakita mo, no? Medyo pumuti ng konti. Ilagay mo na yung 2 buong itlog, including the vanilla extract. And then beat it again. Low speed muna para hindi tumalsik sa'yo. Increase the speed. Okay, now we put the egg yolks. 1 at a time or 2 at a time. Steady lang yung mixer so that the mixture stays smooth. Pag nawala yung isa, ilagay mo yung isa. 'Di ba? Ayan, so ituloy-tuloy mo lang ang paglalagay. Nakikita mo, 'di ba, umaalsa yung mixture kasi nag-e-emulsify. See how nice it is. Kung wala kang mixer, you can use hand mixer or pwede ka ding mag-exercise, gumamit ka ng wire whisk. Iwa-wire whisk mo yan. Okay? Ini-smoothen ko lang yung sides and the bottom of the bowl. And then, imi-mix ko siya ulit. And then over here, meron akong malaking measuring jug. This is fresh milk, water, and this is condensed milk. Gatas na malapot. You can actually experiment kung gusto mong lagyan ng gata. Instead of the fresh milk, you can use coconut milk. Masarap po itong torta. It's very rich. Tabi muna natin tong mga ginamit natin dito. And then, pwede na tayo mag-layering. When you say layering, maglalagay ka na ng dry ingredients dito sa fat. Alternately, with the wet ingredients. So, magbuhos lang tayo ng konti. Mga 1/3. Okay. Low speed. And then, buhos ka din ng wet. Look at the absorption. Sinasalo nung dry yung wet. Increase the speed. More dry. One-third of the dry. Low speed. Wet. Okay? Before I put the last installment of my dry ingredients, you want to scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl para siguradong smooth. Okay, let's put the last installment. Diba? Kailangan maglinis ka. Low speed. Increase the speed. And then I scrape the sides again. Kailangan lang matyaga kapag nagbe-bake. Scrape ka ng scrape ng gilid ng bowl. Actually, pwede din itong i-bake sa cupcake pans. But traditionally, syempre, we use the ensaymada molds or mamon molds. Okay. And then give it a minute of high speed. Okay? Para siguradong maging smooth. Mga less than a minute, or habang nagpupunas ka, ayan, nahirina na ako. Habang nagpupunas ka, pag natapos ka na magpunas, tapos na din yan. That's it. Very nice and smooth. And then give it a final cleaning and scraping. And then ipapan na natin yan. So I have here half a cup measuring cup. To pan it, ayan, dumakot ka. Tapos, lagay mo sa pan. So, on to the last half a cup of butter. Batter, not butter. Etong sobrang konti, kung nagtitinda ka, may bakery ka, i-bake mo to sa maliit na mold para meron kang pang taste test. Kung di ka naman nagbebenta, pambahay, i-divide mo na dyan. Divide mo. And then, before I bake it, I give it a nice tap para lang pumantay. And then, I sprinkle it with more anise seeds on top. to make it more aromatic. This goes into our preheated 400 degrees Fahrenheit oven for around 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, hihinaan mo yung temperature, ibaba mo to 350 or 325, and then bake it for another 10 to 12 minutes or until yung ibabaw ay bouncy na. Nagtataka siguro tayo bakit 400 muna tapos hihinaan pa yung oven temperature kasi gusto mong i-heat shock muna yung cakes para sa sobrang init, mabilis siyang aalsa para magkaroon ng form, parang muffin, yung ibabaw. And mag-caramelize yung labas, magba-brown yung labas ng torta mo. And then, yung hihinaan mong temperature, that will continuously cook the inside, leaving it nice and moist para hindi naman matutusta yung ating torta. So after 15 minutes, hihinaan ko to. And then, another 10 to 12 minutes, ready na natin palamigin at tikman ng ating torta cebuana. Okay, so natapos na yung additional 12 minutes and ready na akong maghango. Very nice. Etong isa, medyo nakukulangan pa ako sa pagka-brown niya. So, I'll give it around 2 more minutes. Okay? But it's very important na pagkahango mo, brushan mo na agad ng melted butter. A lot of melted butter. Para ma-absorb niya. And by the way, I forgot to mention earlier, if you want a citrus hint, citrus flavor, pwede mong lagyan ng konting lemon or orange zest. Okay, white sugar. Oh, look at that. Ayan, pwede mo nang tanggalin yan from the mold. Ay, ang bango. Okay. Beautiful. Mas nag-brown tong isa kasi nasa ibabaw ng oven. Eto naman, nasa ilalim to kanina, nilipat ko sa ibabaw. Pinagpalit ko. Pero pareho naman pong masarap yan. Pare-pareho ang lasa. Okay, so ubusin ko na tong butter ko. Because trust me, masarap yan pag madami kang nilagay na melted butter. And kailangan ilagay mo habang mainit-init pa yung torta para ma-absorb. Pati yung sugar. The sugar is not here to add more sweetness, but more on the texture and garnish. Tingnan mo, oh. Ang ganda. Maipila natin dito sa cooling rack. And makita ninyo kung ganong kaganda tong mga torta na to. Ako, I have a rule na for pastries like this, I give it 10 to 15 minutes. I rest it 10 to 15 minutes before trying it to let all the oils redistribute and para medyo mag-firm yung crumbs niya. Kasi ngayong sobrang init pa, iba yung kanyang texture. So give it 10 to 15 minutes if you're in a hurry. If not, around an hour, 1 to 2 hours, ipahinga mo muna because there's really much difference on the texture kapag nakapahinga ang mga cakes. Iba po ito sa pandesal. Ang pandesal, paglabas ng oven, 2 minutes ay ang sarap, bonete, monay. Pero for pastries like this, ipahinga mo saglit. So that's what I'm going to do. Magtitimpla ko ng kape. And then, bago natin tikman itong ating torta Cebuana. Extra strong decaffeinated coffee. And ako gusto ko yung medyo tosta. So, this one. Diba? Isn't it perfect and isn't it bongga? You just eat it like mamon. Pero dahil hindi ko mauubos yan, hahatiin ko muna. And I want to show you the inside. Look how nice and dense, pero mainit pa. And ang bango. Napaka-native ng amoy niya. You know, what this reminds me, yung putong puti namin dito sa Binyan, yung parang maha na may mga anis. Putong may anis. Very buttery yung amoy. So good. And alam mo yung hindi siya nakakaumay, yung sweetness niya is tamang-tama lang, but the richness is definitely there. And I want to show you the texture. Ayan yung pinapaliwanag ko sa inyo kanina because you really need to mix it properly to achieve that airy yet rich consistency. Diba? I love it. And I promise you, if you pack this properly, let me show you how to pack it. Ito yung ensaymada plastic natin. To pack it, syempre, kailangan tanggalin mo na yan dito sa parchment. Sample lang to ha, kasi mainit pa siya. And then, you just pack it like that. Okay? You can seal it with the tape, or pwedeng wala na. If you pack it properly like this, keep it airtight, you can store it in the fridge, tatagal yan up to 1 week, and it will stay moist. At room temperature, mga 1 to 3 days, moist pa din yan as long as naka-airtight siya. Because remember, this pastry, this torta, is high in fat. Kaya siya talagang moist and rich. So what are you waiting for? Gumawa ka na because I'm sure natatakam ka na ngayon. And if you have a pastry shop, home-based bakery business, this will be a great addition sa iyong menu. So gawa na, and I'm going to see you all soon.